A body is projected with a velocity of 5 meters per second. So body is projected down here with the initial velocity of 5 meters per second. Body projected down. Now it is coming down, and the height of the tower from where it is projected down is h is equal to, they have mentioned as 60 meters. They mention it as 60 meters. This is the information they provided to us, and they're asking what's the time taken to reach to the ground. T is equal to how much? Now, what is our formula? Generally, our formula is S is equal to UT plus of AT square. Of AT square is my formula. Now, with this formula, how can I solve this one, beta? Here, S is nothing but H. Here, U is nothing but 5. So, H is equal to U. That is H value also they are provided as S is equal to H. So, I can write here 60. And this is a 5t plus of into the freely falling A equal to, that's not freely falling coming down. Down means A equal to G. So G value they didn't provide here. If I take 9.8 into T square, A value is nothing but G. G value is 9.8 into T square. So here I think it is better to take 10, I think. Because G value can take 9.8 generally when they don't mention, but for calculation purpose, I am taking 10. They have to mention that value. If they don't mention, we have possibility of taking 9.8 and 10. So for convenient purpose, I am taking like that. This will become 5 times. So 60 is equal to 5t plus 5t square. From here, I can write t square plus t minus 60 by 5 is 12 is equal to 0. I made one quadratic equation. Now you can do optional verification. Which option suits here? So first one is 2 value, means if we substitute in the place of t is equal to 2, what will happen here? This will become 4 plus 2, 6 minus 12, it is not 0. So t equal to 2 does not satisfy. If I take t equal to 3, 3 square 9, 9 plus 3, 12, 12 minus 12, 0. So I did optional verification. I didn't solve as a quadratic equation. Simply I did optional verification method and I solved. Because the competitive exam, no need to solve quadratic equation. Even you want to solve the quadratic equation also is not a tough task. But I avoid the calculation by the quadratic equation and simply I did in this way. Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So next, let's go for next question now. Here, one more question I am showing you related to the vertical motion. Here, what is there? We'll check it out now. Srinidhi, are you following, beta?
Yes, sir.
If any doubt is there, please ask. Don't hesitate in asking the doubts. Is it clear, Rajak, Saranya?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So here the body falls for 4 seconds from rest. A body falls means here simply freely falling I am taking. It's falling 4 seconds for rest. T is equal to 4 seconds from rest. It is coming down like that. So ceases to act, and if the acceleration due to gravity of the earth ceases to act, then velocity and distance it travels in next 3 seconds. So it travels, suppose next 3 seconds. What they are asking is what is the velocity it acquires, and from here to here what is the distance it travels. What is the distance it travels? Suppose from here to here, if you take some h, here down I am taking it as x. They are asking us to find the two things. So until here there was gravity. It is coming down because of gravitational force. But after this point, in this part, in down part, no gravity. Gravity ceases means there is no gravitational force. We have to understand what will happen if there is no gravitational force. There is no gravitational force means there is no acceleration. First of all, what is the velocity at this instant? Velocity formula. We have to find velocity at this instant. We have to find when before the gravity ceases to act, what is the velocity? My formula is V is equal to U plus AT. Here clearly I can observe that U is equal to 0. A is nothing but Z. That is a G I have taken. And the T value, it is nothing but 4 seconds. So I can write V equal to GT and V is equal to G value here. They didn't mention. I am taking it as 10. 10 into 4, 40 meter per second. Now the question is here the velocity at where it is 40 meter per second. At this point it is 40 meter per second. But they are not asking this velocity at t equal to 4 seconds. They are asking after that no gravity is there. It is traveling in the no gravity space now. Where there is like no gravity here now because Earth ceases to act. Then afterwards it travel 3 seconds. After 3 seconds, what is the velocity? You have to remember that when there is no gravity means there is no acceleration. There is no acceleration. There is no acceleration means body travels with uniform velocity. Body travels with uniform velocity. So body travels with uniform velocity. That is the thing what we have to understand here. So body is traveling from uniform velocity in the path of X. So everywhere velocity will be constant. Here 40 means after 3 seconds or 10 seconds or 20 seconds or 30 seconds. Here also velocity will be 40 meter per second only. Here what is the displacement here? Velocity into time. So X is equal to what is the V value? 40. What is the T value we got here? 3 seconds. 40 into 3. X is equal to 120 meters. My answer is 40 meter per second is the speed after 3 seconds after gravity disappears. In 3 seconds later, what is the velocity means? 40 meter per second. And what is the displacement means? Simply velocity into time. Why, sir? Why you didn't take S equal to UT plus half AT square complete here like that? Because there is no acceleration here. Is it clear, beta?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Srinidhi, are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
If any point you are not clear, please ask instant. At that instant only, beta. Don't wait for me to complete the things. In between, you can stop me and you can ask. And don't hesitate if you do not
sir.
understand. If any small point also you are not comfortable, immediately ask beta. And
Okay,
next.
sir.
See everyone in the class about this question here, what I mentioned. Two stones are falling at a place from heights in the ratio 2:3. So, two stones are falling at a place from heights in the ratio 2:3. So, heights ratio are 2:3. Their velocities on reaching the ground are in the ratio. The velocity is reaching the ground or in the ratio they are asking. That means here, there two stones are falling means you have to consider as a freely falling. And now it travels, suppose what is the height it travel to the ground is h. And what is the velocity it is striking the ground. Velocity when it is reaching the ground or striking the ground, that is I am taking it as v. So I know the formula as here velocity. What is the formula? I can create v square minus u square equal to 2as. Fine. Here v square minus u 2 acceleration due to gravity g. S value is h. From here I can write v is equal to root over 2gh. This is my formula. Velocity is root over 2gh. Now at same place, here you have to observe falling at a place. That means they are falling at the same place means I can definitely take g value is same. G value depends on place. Same place, G value will remain constant. Anyhow, 2 is also constant. G is acceleration due to gravity. At one particular place, G value will remain same. And 2 is constant. These two things are constant means I can connect V and H, or V is directly proportional to root H. Is it clear, kids? Is it clear
Yes,
till here? So they're asking
Yes,
to
sir.
find V1 by V2. Well done. So I can write H1 by H2. So they already mentioned the ratio of x as 2:3. So root over h1 by h2 means I'm getting answer root over 2 by 3. That is a root 2 is 2 root 3. Rajak, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Taranya,
Yes, sir.
Srinidhi.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we'll go for next problem now. Let me load the next problem. One interesting problem now we are going to check. Be alert. Here, when you observe freely falling body, what are the equations of motion we can write? In freely falling body, generally I can write V is equal to, what is the value of V? The equations of motion 4 are there. In freely falling means what we do, U equal to 0 equal to G. So V equal to GT. H is equal to half GT square. V square is equal to 2GH. Hn is equal to G by 2 n minus 1. Generally, freely falling body means, first of all, immediately your brain has to give these 4 formulae. V value, H value, and V square value, Hn value. Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Now, what is the question? We go to the question. Before going to the question, I want to say one thing. My question is, if 50 second is the last second of the journey, 50 second is last second of journey. This is the last second of total journey. Last second of journey time. Then what is the total journey time? Can anybody give the information from here?
5 seconds.
Yes, that is the only the thing. If you understand, the game is over. Total journey time is 5 seconds. Why like that, sir? Last second is third second means total journey time is 3 seconds. Very simple to understand. Last second is 10th second means total journey time is 10 seconds. So that is the information you had, means is the over. Game is over now. They told a body freely falling from a height h. Suppose the body is freely falling from a height h. Otherwise, I'll take this part in the next page. Just 1 minute, I will take into the next page. Here a body is freely falling. This is a u equal to 0. Let it take total distance traveled is h. They told here in the question they mentioned as a body freely falling from a height h describes 11h by 36. 11h by 36 in the last second of its fall. 11h by 36 in the last second of its fall. Last second means generally will take Hn. Hn value they provided is as 11h by 36. So 11h by 11 by 36 of the total height. This is the last second. This is what the distance traveled in where? Last second of journey. In last second, what is the number of seconds here? This is a particular nth second. Nth second is last second. My question is, if nth second is last second, what is the total journey time? Can I write n seconds?
10 seconds.
Yes. Our game is over now. So what is my H formula? Hn formula means generally I can write Hn as G by 2 into 2n minus 1. Now what happened? Last second is nth second. So total time, this is nothing but t. Time taken is n seconds. So generally what I used to write 11 by 36. Generally H is equal to, we have to write half GT square. So what is the t value means? Just now we got t is equal to 1. From here H is equal to, I can write half Gn square. Half Gn square. Just I am substituting the value of H here. Of Gn square. Now, if you clearly observe, Gg is cancelled, 2 is cancelled, and I can write 2n minus 1 by n square is equal to 11 by 36. This is my formula I got now. Now, please observe carefully what is happening here. 2n minus 1 by n square is 11 by 36. Why you wrote like that, sir? Actually, you have to take quadratic equation, you have to solve and you have to find the value of n. Yes, that is the only the way we are thinking. But another way is trial and error method. So I want to find the value of n means I can do the quadratic equation I can solve. But now what I am doing trial and error method. See in the denominator what is there? 36. Here n square is there. I felt that if n is equal to 6, denominator satisfied or not? 6 square is 36. In the numerator, 2 into 6, 12. 12 minus 1, 11. Is it clear, kids?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now what is the time I found is n is equal to how many seconds? 6 seconds. So finally what I got is total time taken to travel is 6 seconds. But what they are asking us to find the value of total height. Total height formula, what is the total height formula? Of gn square. N value is 6. Now I'll come back to here. H is equal to of gn square. G value they mentioned, they only mentioned no tension. We can take it as 10 and n value just now we got 6. So 6 square, this will become 5. 36 into 5, it is nothing but. Is it clear, kids?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt, small doubt also, what my thing is I'm telling to you is even is a very silly doubt also, no issue, please ask beta. Until unless you are not clear, I don't want to go further. Sometimes some other students may not get the doubts, and if you get the doubt, don't feel for asking, immediately ask. Otherwise, this online class is waste. Next. Next question. So we have to enter into the next area. What is that one given? Let us check it out. Please check the question clearly. Your target is reading the question clearly and what the information they have given, how to handle that. See here, a body is projected from the top of a tower of height h. U is equal to body is released from top of tower. So released means u equal to 0, it is given as a g, and here to the distance is h, and the time taken they mention it as capital T, and freely falling a equal to g. So to reach the ground, this is the ground it reached. The position of the body at t by 2 seconds. At t by 2 seconds means let us take half of the time t equal to t by 2 seconds. What is the position? What is the position? H dash, let me take here. H dash. Now, what is the formula we can write? Generally, in freely falling body, we know that H is equal to what we know of GT square. This is the formula we know. Your time first initially for total traveling from top to down, time taken is capital T. So H is equal to half GT square. But only this part from here to here, what happened? It is H dash. So I can write H dash is equal to half G into how much time it is? T by 2. T by 2 whole square. So T by 2 whole square means I can write half G into T square by 4. Or I can write it as 1 by 4 into half GT square. What is half GT square? Half GT square is nothing but H. So here half GT square I can replace as H. So clearly you can observe the H dash value what we got is H by 4. Now some students are taking the first option means definitely it is wrong. Definitely it is wrong. Sir, you got H by 4 now, sir? In first option also H by 4 is there, sir? Yes, if you tell, it is a wrong answer. What is the problem here? Why it is wrong, sir, like that? Let me explain you next page. See here, what happened here is, here the total height is h. And what we got here for this is a time t, for time t by 4, just now we got h dash is equal to h by 4. We are happy to hear, fine. But this h by 4 distance is from where? From top of tower, from top of tower, from top of tower. But in options, if you observe, they didn't give from top of tower. From there, where they are asking? From ground they are asking here. From ground means what should I do now? Here this distance I want to take. From ground is x. X is distance from where? From ground. From ground, if you observe, that is x. Clearly you can write x is nothing but h minus h dash or h minus h by 4. That is nothing but 3h by 4. So finally from ground what we got is 3h by 4. This is from ground. So according to the options how to react. In this problem they told h by 4 from ground they told. So it is wrong. Here our answer is 3h by 4 from ground. That is correct. Is it clear, beta? Where the people are doing mistake, you understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Next, you must not be hurry in doing this sum. Is it clear to all the kids?
Yes, sir.
Then I'll go for next sum. Let me bring the next sum here. Be alert, interesting sum is there. Very interesting sum. This is a particle is released from top of tower of height 3h. The ratio of times to fall equalize h. That is, so how, let me draw the first diagram. So here suppose I am taking this part is h, this part is h, this part is h. Now they are asking in this part, only in this part time is T1, here is T2, here is T3. They want the ratio of, this is a question they ask us to find, T1 is to T2 is to T3 is equal to dash. So that is the information they provide, that is the body is a freely falling like that and falling down. Its total height, it is how much means 3h. It covers equal displacement h in a time of T1, T2, T3. They want the ratios of T1, T2, T3. That is a given question to us. Now, the time T1 is okay. Generally, what is the formula means h is equal to, we will be using freely falling means half gt square like that is equal to 0. But here what is the problem? Here the problem is they didn't give the time, they here to here is h, but I can't calculate from first part okay, but second part initial velocity is not 0. If I want to write h is equal to half gt square, initial velocity must be 0. But first part no doubt initial velocity is 0. For second part initial velocity is not 0. We have to take this part to h. This part is h, so I will take this total part as 3h. Now, for first part of h, the time is ta. For second part time, let me call some tb. Third part, let me call some time as tc. Here I want t1 only in this part, only in this part t2, t3. From diagram, can you feel that t1 and ta are equal? You agree or not? T1 and TA is the both from here to here only, no beta, from here to here only, T1, TA both are equal. But if you observe TB, that is T2 you are observing now, T2 you are observing. Now T2 means can I write TB minus TA? And I want to take T3. T3 means can I take total time from starting, TC minus TB? Check Rajak.
Yes, sir.
Yes. What about you, Saranya?
Yes, sir.
What about Srinidhi?
Yes, sir.
Offline kids? Fine. So T1 is to T2 is to T3. What is TA means? I can write from this formula generally T is equal to root over 2H by G. So TA means how much height you have to take? Only H. TB means how much height you have to take? 2 into 2H by G. PC means what should I take? 2 into root over 3H by G. This is the formula. Now I'm taking this one again to the next page. Next page I'm going. Just observe carefully. T1 is to T2 is to T3 is equal to TA is to TB minus TA is to TC minus TB. This is the formula I have written here. TC minus TB. I hope all the kids are clear till here. Now the thing is here, TA I can write root over 2H by G. Here I can write 2 into 2H by G minus 2 into H by G is to TC is 2 into 3H by G minus root over 2 into I can write 2H by G. This is the given to us. Now here I have to take remove 2H by G everywhere. So what is left here? 1 is to root 2 minus root 1 is to root 3 minus root 2. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Here I can remove that all the square roots. Root 1 value is 1 only. What is the root 2 value? They mentioned in the question it is root 2 value as 1.4. They are given like that. Root 3 value is 1.7. These things are mentioned in the question itself. As they mentioned in the question, I am taking the same and I am writing here. See, 1.4 minus 1. 1.7 minus 1.4. So 1.4 minus 1 is how much? 0.4. 1.7 minus 1.4 is how much? 0.3. So I got 1 is to 0.4 is to 0.3. Now I'm coming back to the first page. So what I got here is a T1 is to T2 is to T3 is 1 is to 0.4 is to 0.3. Please check now. What option can we choose? Multiply 10 everywhere. Multiply 10 everywhere. 1 will become 10. 0.4 will become 4. 0.3 will become 3. Is it correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So you have to be very careful in this problem. It's not a tough sum. Be alert. Here they are not asking time from your first part. Okay, in the first part u equal to 0, but in the second part u is not equal to 0. That's why I'm taking from starting to second part, starting to third part. Like that I did this sum. I hope you guys are clear till here. Any doubts?
No, sir.
Saranya, Srinidhi?
No, sir.
No doubts. Fine. We'll continue the next one. Please rejoin. Thank you all. Please rejoin.